Hello, here I am at the US Naval Academy, and right behind me is the chapel here on campus where our brave men and women have prayed for freedom, have prayed for protection, have prayed for all kinds of things as they endure the battles on the battlefield and in life and with their loved ones and with America. And so I wanted to talk for a minute about freedom. So in my book, Single Truth, the first section I talk about is about being free to give all. So in singleness, we are free in a very special way. Though we may not long to be free without a spouse or free without kids, that we may be longing for that with our whole heart. We are ultimately free, and we can use that freedom well. Many people think that freedom is about doing whatever you want to do. But here at the Naval Academy and on this American history tour that I am on, I'm learning a lot about freedom and how freedom is defined as John Paul II calls it, the freedom to choose rightly. So it's not about the freedom to do whatever you want to do, but it's the freedom to choose the right thing. So instead of using our freedom and singleness to kind of mess around, be selfish, use our resources however we want to, and just kind of wait around until the next chapter of our lives come. Instead, we can really think about how God wants us to use our gifts and how that can impact generations after us. Just right down this road is where Charles Carroll lived, and he is the only Catholic signer of the Declaration of Independence. And he is a great example of being free to give all. He was one of the wealthiest people in America, and George Washington said one of the most wealthiest people that he's ever met. So when he was going to sign the Declaration of Independence, he had the most to lose. A lot of the other founders, ranged from having nothing to something. But for him, living on this beautiful property, being a well-known name, and his father settling here and really developing a great estate and generations of wealth for their family, he was willing to give all, knowing that he was in this position to help the U.S. to become born as a new country that is one nation under God. But he had a lot to lose. He had a lot to give. So we can follow that same example, knowing that we can say yes, and that yes can have such an impact. If Charles Carroll did not sign, if Charles Carroll did not participate, who knows where we would be today. And now he kind of helped the Catholic Church become practiced in America publicly. He had an impact on this country and our church and everyone who will continue to be born down the line, knowing that he said yes, he was free to give all. So what are you being called to give all? What are you called to take a chance on, and to maybe tithe a little bit more than what you typically give a little bit more time and service, spend more time with loved ones, think of a creative way to use your gifts to give back to the world. So what is God calling you to do? Because remember, freedom is not just doing whatever we want to do. freedom is the ability to choose good, to choose rightly. So God is speaking to you. You just can listen. So I pray that you listen. I pray that you trust, and I pray that you have the courage to give all, no matter what that is. So here on the Naval Academy, who always has a good relationship with the University of Notre Dame and St. Mary's College, we love you guys. We love you, Navy shipmen. Go Irish and go Navy. So just remember, you are free. You are free to give all. I know that freedom can hurt sometimes when we may have too much time, too much money, too many resources, that we feel lonely, that we feel like we need to fill that void with something or someone. But right now, God may just ask you to use this radical freedom, this radical independence, to use it for good. You never know how God's going to use you. And I would love to hear what you find out.